Hello everyone, this is Eva and you're watching Global Startup Channel ISUP. So today we're with Kang Lu, who's the CEO of TechNode. So TechNode is the top tech blog in China, and he founded the company, and also he's currently the CEO, also taking part in the TechCrunch in China. So we'll have an interview with him asking more about the TechNode. So hello Kang.
Hello. Hi.
So it's really great to meet you. So could you firstly explain us about the TechNode?
Yeah, sure. TechNode, the leading tech media in China, were kind of unique in China because all the content we are really focusing on Chinese tech news, especially the Chinese startup ecosystems. And besides that, we are all the content actually is written in both English Chinese. We also have special French version, so we are truly global. And actually, probably the most important mission for us is we really want to bridge the Chinese startup ecosystem with the global startup ecosystems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in that terms, I want to hear your founding story of TechNode. So how did you first come up with it?
Yeah, it's funny. My background is actually nothing to do with the media. I didn't really major in any like media related education or whatever. But I started my personal blog back to end of 2006. I was reading TechCrunch at that time. Because my PhD is all about wireless communications. Then I was working for a company in UK. That company is doing what we call like SMS, MMS, like old style um, mobile phone service. So because around 2006 the 3G came to UK, then my boss and also the company we were discussing what come next when the 3G network is in use. So then we made the conclusion saying so basically we believe in future um, there will be no difference between wireless and wired. So it's going to be just one internet.
Mm-hmm.
So then we decided we should spend more effort or more focus on to study what's happening in the internet market.
Mm-hmm.
So because my background is all about wireless, so I started reading lots of stuff about like Web 2.0 service, and to study what's the business models and what's the startup doing in the internet space. So I started reading tech blog like TechCrunch, also some other tech blog from USA. Then I found all these blog. They bring me lots of valuable informations. So I said probably I can do something similar because I from China. I know what's happening in China, but all the what's happening in China actually is not really heard by the global network yet. So we said that maybe I can start my personal blog, and also because I'm really tech guys, I like the new technologies. So I said probably I can start writing about it. So that's how everything started. But then it continued as my hobby since early 2007 until early 2011. It was all my hobby. But 2011, there one friend came to me. He said, "You've been doing it for years. Then you should change that to a business, to a career." So yeah, so the 2011, I made the decision. I'm going to do a media company instead of just a personal blog. So I turned my hobby into my career. I started a team, and so it's been 3 more years. So that's I think everything goes well now.
When you write the article, not only that you write about them, but you really get to know them. So
Yeah.
what's your philosophy? Could be
Yeah, I think
today?
it's probably the most. I think the reason I believe in that way because, as I said, my background is not media background. So I'm doing a media, but probably from different angle. I was not really a journalist, but I still believe I'm blogger. I'm not journalist, but maybe well for me it's the difference. I'm doing this because I love tech. So like my idea about doing a tech media is we don't want to sit in a corner just report about them. I really want like myself. I also encourage our staff, go to talk to the startups. Because I think reporting is one thing. Well, of course, for media it's important, but get into the ecosystems to know the people, eventually the people are going to know you. How much you help the startups, eventually the startup will come back to help you.
Like Korean startups and Korean ecosystem. What's your plan for the next step?
Um, I think in the past probably half a year or year, we see um, we see lots of interest come from either Chinese startups or and the Korean startups. They want to communicate. I mean, the market is so close. The culture relatively is similar if you compare it like Chinese with the United States. So we see the potentials. And we also see in China the startup kind of philosophies or environment is getting much better now, and people want to go global. Um, yeah, I've been here. I was here in May. I visited some like this new Korean incubators or co-working space, and I can feel either the Korean government or the venture capitals here. They all getting ready to promote the Korean startups to go global. And for sure, the Chinese market maybe it's getting more and more interesting for Korean too. So as I said, because we have the mission, like the bridge, um, all from very beginning when we started. So I do feel it's time for us to do something help both Chinese and Korean startups. They communicate, they enter the market each other. Um, so I think briefly, I think our plan is we want to write more write more about Korean startups. Um, Probably first in English, then we're going to translate them into Chinese. By this way, we can. I'm pretty sure we can help the Korean startup get more exposure in China. Because we are I think that happening online, but offline because we also organize the events, small events or big events.
Like TNT?
Yeah, the TNT, they are monthly events. That's how we call that. We also organize big events like because we also run TechCrunch in China. We also do like 5,000 people TechCrunch events, which is very truly international. So we also I think doing the content is everyday job, but when we do the events, uh, I think we can bring hopefully we can bring more Korean startups and to get them in China. So if they come to our events, they can meet loads of Chinese startups, entrepreneurs or VCs. Um, Maybe they can find more opportunity there, and vice versa. And hopefully we can work with some community here.
There will be hard times as your CEO and founder.
Yeah.
And how did you overcome it?
I think it's well. I think first of all, I think I always tell people um, like my background is complicated because now people see me as their like media guy because I'm running the media. But like truly in my side, I think first of all I still believe I'm kind of geek because I love technologies. But I think then the third role, I think in my heart is among entrepreneurs. Because for me, I think I never joined big companies in my, after I graduated from PhD. I always working or either working for startups or founding my own startups. Um, so I do think, as entrepreneurs, you have to be ready from the beginning. You have to understand doing our startups is kind of a long-stopping journey. Um, you know, I think all the way there are lots of issues. For example, when I started, probably nobody else, maybe one or two people, they understand. Maybe only my family, they understand. Well, not they don't understand, but they support. Um, when I started blogging, and nobody know where's the business models, why you are doing blogging, why you spend so much time talking to startups, because I cannot make any money out of it. When I started, nobody say, okay, this it's a career. Everybody thought it, but for me, I believe the value I'm doing, and but also most importantly, that's something I really love to do. Um, so, so I think, yeah. Back to the question, I think now we are still, well. Now I think techno is getting somewhere, but still there are lots of issues. I think always issues, questions. It happening every day to our startups, even you are bigger, bigger and bigger. Maybe, yeah, at the very beginning, the issue is nobody understand what I'm doing. Now it's like everybody understand what I'm doing, but like a year ago or even maybe 2 years ago, we are seeking like business models. We are thinking how to get the increase your like teams, like the money things. But now I don't really worry that much about money. Um, but now is what I worry is because our mission is more global. So I'm thinking is how to be truly global. We won't be unique. So troubles, issues happening every day to startups. So I think you have just to believe what we are doing. Maybe one time, if the other day I don't believe I'm doing, maybe I just give up. But now I don't see that.
Mm, wow. So you just have to keep going on what you put value in, what you think is valuable.
Yeah, I think doing startups, most important is you love to do the
Uh
startups.
huh.
You love to do something you really like, and I think I am that style of people. Is I only want to do what I want to do.
Mm.
I don't want to, because in the past few years I got a lot of opportunities. Maybe I can have a much easier life or well-paid job, but I all refused because I like what I'm doing now. So
Oh, that's great. So maybe lastly, what would you like to say to Korean audience?
yeah.
Could be startups, could be entrepreneurs. What would you like to say?
Um, I think it's I think maybe take Chinese. I think let's put it this way. I think Chinese internet is really complicated. Some good things, some bad things. But the thing I really like Chinese startup right now is they are really ambitious about the global market. Even everybody knows Chinese market is huge. So what I would tell the Korean startups is from my angle, I think Korean startup, the founders, they are very, very, very well educated, even better than Chinese entrepreneurs. Um, and also, they are very good on design and very good on the product. So, but I think maybe it should maybe they can get more confidence, um, be more ambitious, and to go to the global market. Because Korean market is not that huge,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's something Korean they have to do. I think they have lots of potentials.
Mm. Well, thank you so much for
Okay.
your message. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you next time.